Hi everyone, my name's Nicole. Thank you for joining me here today on this channel. So how has everyone been the first 2 weeks of January? As I've mentioned a few times, I'm a chronic hemiplegic migraine sufferer. And it's been really bad the last year or so, especially the last month. So the first 2 weeks of January have been quite tough. And I've found that a lot of things that I've planned in advance that I hope to do and jobs that I hope to get done happen to be cancelled. And it's sort of affecting my day-to-day life. And it affects, obviously, how I fill in my planner. It makes me so grateful that I've got a digital planner that I can write plans in without having to use sticky notes or pencil. So I thought I'd show you today what I like to do, how I plan a day if I've got plans that don't quite work out. So for example, last Sunday, my husband was off work during the day and had to work in the evening. So we'd planned on having a day date earlier in the day and taking the dog for a nice long run and then going for lunch. And then he was working in the evening and I planned on having tea with my daughter and spending the evening with her. And so none of that sort of kind of worked out right. On the Saturday night, I'd had a migraine and woke up Sunday morning feeling really rough. And we'd already decided that we were going to cancel the day out. And obviously things that you put on a to-do list might not get done. So you have the choice of completely ignoring the day, just leaving it as it is, or deleting it all and then leaving the day blank, which some people do. Or you could cross it out in some way using a cancellation sticker, or just cross out your plans, put no on the things you don't achieve in the day. But I don't actually like doing that. I don't mind if I haven't, like on Sunday, I didn't come on my planner at all. I don't mind then catching up with that when I feel well enough to. So yeah, I've come back to this now to look at the Sunday the 14th. And so I want to actually fill in what did happen. So as I say, straight away in the morning we decided that we weren't going to go on the date or take the dog for a walk. I'd planned on taking some photos while we were out, so that didn't happen. And then we come over to here. I wanted to do the laundry, and I did get that done. I put that on in the morning, and then my husband done it. I was going to wash Coco after our walk, so that didn't happen. And was going to wash her bedding as we were washing her, so I'll leave that until I do get round to washing her. I didn't clean the kitchen. I didn't call my mum, so I texted her instead. And I didn't organise my craft drawer, so I'll put that on again for another day. Okay, so now there's not much point in having this house with nothing in it. So I'll pick up this laundry and put that down here. Okay, now I can't think of anything else that I did in the day, so I don't need this long a text box. So I'll go into my insert layer and remove that one and copy this small one and pop that down here. Okay, now in my symbols I have a tick and a cross. Pop that on here. copy that. Lovely. So I'll get rid of these. Now this box here, I have that on every day. That's to write things down that I want to track or that I might need to see the information of on another date. So when I sort of quickly flick through them, I can see each day anything important that happened. So I always write in here if I've had a migraine to add on to my tracker. So that can stay. Up here I have my note paper, which I want to keep, and the mood for the day. So if I come into my symbols, I have a mood folder. I'll go for this one. And I have the weather up here that stays the same. So now you can see how much of the day I have to fill. So on a bad migraine day, which this was, I like to keep a track of the symptoms and the pain level. So I'll go to the sticker book that I'd already pre-planned the day with, which is this one, Shake Your Flakes. If I go into functional and trackers, okay, so I want a pain tracker, and a migraine aura tracker, and also a symptom tracker. So anything in here I could use? Yeah, one of these. And take it into edit. Let's pop that on full. And bring that down to just the one tick box. Okay, let's make this bigger. Okay, let's write in them. So for this one, I'll put symptoms. So I can write in a list of symptoms and tick them off if they happen, which I'll do off camera. And then we have an aura tracker and pain. And then how I'll fill those in is go to the shapes tool, so I don't want a shadow, no corner, fill with the pink for this first one. Okay, now I'll just zoom in there a bit closer. So I'd say that that was around an 8 for the aura. Copy and paste. And that's about an 8.5. Like that. Right, now then, down the bottom here, I quite often, if I haven't got photos, I'll use that for a journaling space. Put that onto stickers lock these two bottom layers. Now I'll just fill in what I did. In the morning I did manage to do my morning routine. Change the text, I'll choose minimalistic. Morning routine. And I put the laundry on and I quickly washed up the morning things. And then I got another migraine. So I always mark that with this little migraine panda. Put that back to Good Mondays. And then I spent the rest of the daytime in bed. So I'll put afternoon in bed. And then under that, I'll put managed to get some sleep. I was absolutely freezing. I quite often am when I get a migraine. So my husband got me, how did that happen? So my husband got me a hot water bottle. I think I have one of them in a January kit. Can't think who it's by. So I'll just write in the search January. Oh, it might be this one. Yes, I think it is. Here it is. So pop a little hot water bottle in there to remind me how sweet he was. Anything else in there? Let's put a comfy chair. A little doggy. Can always use decoration to fill in space if you are at a loss on what to put on a day. Okay, now my husband then went to work and I was with my daughter, and that was so kind of her. She made tea for us both. So I'll go into my icons and find a pot. Pasta bake. Put cooked by Tam. And then we laid in bed together. As I was sitting up by this time, feeling a little bit better after I'd eaten a little. There, that's better. laid in bed with Tam, and we watched Somewhere in Between. So I type into the search Somewhere in Between and go on images. There it is. And then my husband came home from work and we got an early night. We were both shattered. See if there's anything I can get from the deco for that. Snuggle. Okay, I'll take that into edit. And then using the freehand. I'm not very good at this, but you don't really need to be, which is the good thing. Yeah, that'll do. And I'll type and sleep. Snuggle and sleep. Change the colour. Put early night. Brilliant. Oh, the last thing I'll do is put a medication tracker so I can keep a track of how many migraine tablets I took. So that'll be in icons. Grab an icon label. Go into icons, get a medication bottle. Pop that down there. So then I can track my medication for the day. So yeah, as you can see, I didn't do much in the day, spent a lot of it in bed. But I was still able to fill out the day and clearly represent what I did, so if I look back at it at all, I'll be able to see what happened on that day. I think the same thing applies for days when I haven't done a lot. I can still fill it in. I'll put my to-buy list or a shopping list, journal, use decoration to fill up the space. I still like to record what I did each day, even if it is to say, didn't do a lot, had a lazy day. We all need one of them occasionally. So I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me today while I show you how I plan for a sick day. And I'll hope to see you all again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.